What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be my July TBR. I just got my hair done, so I decided to film today. It's shorter, it's redder, now that we got that out of the way. This is a pretty lengthy TBR. I believe there are 14 books. I don't know who I am because I haven't even read 14 books in June yet, and it's currently June 25th. I think I'm gonna get there. The goal is always 20 books per month. If you're new here, hi, my name's Jan. I own a ton of books, and I wanna get through as many as possible every month, so 20 is always the goal. But anyway, some of these fit into summerween prompts, and I will be spending half of summerween with the Gabby Reads herself. I'm so excited. So some of these books are going to make it all the way to Washington. I don't know which ones specifically yet, but I have some sort of an idea, but I'm not going to commit each one to a prompt just yet. I'm gonna go book shopping there also, and I am a mood reader, so we'll just see. So as always, I will talk about my TBR, and then we're gonna pick from Mr. Immortal Vamp Vessel, which is essentially my Patreon TBR jar, which is an ongoing Rex list on Discord. So my top 2 tiers on Patreon have a bunch of entries in here for me to choose from, and it's really scary. So that makes 15 books then. I have 2 arcs that I don't own physically yet. They're just on my Kindle for now. As always, we'll start with my Full Moon Book Club pick, as well as my Lair Bloody Read, which is my Patreon buddy read. Patreon link is always down below, by the way. We're called The Lair. We're vampire themed. I would love to have you as a fellow vamp if you do so choose. Sorry for DNFing last month's, by the way, and not having a vlog. This one I will for sure finish and vlog for. I have a spoiler-filled vlog that goes up publicly every full moon of the month. Goes up earlier on Patreon, and Carmilla patrons get to choose the book every month. I have a poll every single month, and they chose Sky Daddy by Kate Folk. I'm so excited because I was planning on reading this the moment it came out, and I never got to it. Of course, shocker, I know. This is a little weird one where a woman is obsessed with planes and is like attracted to planes because they're kind of phallic, you know? I think Gabby was the one who said that it talks about how boats are always female and so airplanes are male because of the phallic structure. I know the woman in here wants to like die in a plane so she could be like one with the planes forever. I don't know, seems like a fun weird time. So yeah, I'm excited to do a spoiler-filled vlog and have all my reactions and not have to worry about spoilers. The full moon for July is the 10th, I believe, so I'm gonna have to read this the very beginning of July before Summerween starts so I can get that vlog up on time. The bloody read that my Patreon chose is The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. I do not have the pretty stenciled edges, but that's okay. I'm actually thinking of breaking up with Book of the Month very soon for a variety of reasons, but for now I have this. This was my last month's pick. I love Julie Clark. Julie Clark is actually the one who got me into reading thrillers. The Last Flight by her I read, and I was like, ooh, maybe I can get into thrillers and add that to my genre roster. Okay, so June 1975. Ooh. Taylor family shatters in a single night when 2 teenage siblings are found dead in their own home. The only surviving sibling, Vincent, never shakes the whispers and accusations that he was the one who killed them. Decades later, the legend only grows as his career as a horror writer skyrockets. And then we have the ghostwriter herself, Olivia Dumont. Oh, she spent her entire life hiding the fact that she's the only child of Vincent Taylor. And then Vincent goes 50 years of not saying anything, and then he finally talks about what really happened. So that seems interesting. I've heard really good things about this one. Oh, that's my Discord sprints alarm. All right, the next book I'm so excited for, and I actually got an arc of this, but I still have yet to read it because I knew I was going to an author event for it. Bare Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. Oh my god. When V.E. Schwab said that this is the same universe as Addie LaRue, I about pissed myself. And then they gave hints about the 3rd book in this like universe coming in a couple years. I have my theories, y'all. I have a feeling. I'm not gonna say anything, but I have a feeling. This is toxic lesbian vampires in 3 different timelines. And I heard the writing's gorgeous. I heard V.E. Schwab change the ending from the arc to this, like 5 sentences of the ending to the final copy. So I'm glad I have both so I can compare and contrast. I'm so excited. It is a chunky one, but I heard it goes by fast. I usually have short chapters. Yep. So we're following a woman in 1532, 1827, and 2019. V.E. Schwab said this talks a lot about desires in all its forms and the fact fact that women are so programmed and conditioned to feel like prey, and this reminds you that you can also be the predator, and I thought that was so powerful. I'm so excited, but I'm scared at the same time. I know I'm gonna love it, I'm just scared that it's gonna be over. Not that I don't have other V.E. Schwab books to read, but y'all know me and my vampires. I try to savor them as much as possible. I have so many vampire books now though that I need to get to. I love an immortal character, hence why I love vampires. People say this is like a Diary of Blood meets Addie LaRue, which are my two favorite books of all time. So this is just gonna be phenomenal. I just know it. This is a 6-star prediction. All right, next we have The Stationery Shop by Marjan Kamali. Sorry, I still have the half price book sticker on there. This has deckled edges, so ew, but I heard this has very romantic, beautiful writing. I've read out of context quotes. I heard about this a couple years ago. Finally got around to finding it at half price books, and it's a historical fiction. This woman finds solace in a stationery shop, so she loves like her books, her stationery and everything. One of the out of context quotes I read was, "It was a love from which you never recover," or something like that, and I just know this is gonna tug at my heartstrings and make me feel so much joy. I feel like my heart will grow 3 sizes after reading this book. And then we have Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I actually just added this to my TBR today. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read this. I haven't heard, this is one of those, oh, maybe I could use this. Okay, so I'm planning on doing a vlog where I read books that I bought without the internet's influence, and this fits that bill. I have a couple themed vlogs planned, so I'm gonna try to fit some of these in there, but yeah, that's one of them. I'm also gonna try to do a finishing series vlog, which I've been wanting to. I have a name for the series already. I've yet to do episode 1, but hopefully July is the month. But there's a lot going on with my birthday and the Washington trip. I have an Indiana trip and summerween and everything, so we'll see how much I get done this month. But Nightshade is a very strong hopeful. Joey bought this for me, actually. This is a fantasy romance, dark academia, I think, an academic romance, something like that. Sorrow Song University, book 1. It says mystery, murder, revenge. I just love a revenge story. I love dark academia. I don't know if it's dark or light academia, but either way, it's in an academic setting and it's in the Scottish Highlands, and that's honestly all I needed. I haven't heard anything about this, so hopefully it goes by quickly because it is kind of chunky. It looks like a fun time and I love this cover. The vibes are there. Speaking of my finishing series vlog, this would be great for that. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human by Kimberly Lemming. This has been on many a TBR. It's also on my 25 for 2025, so I would love to finally get to this and be able to add onto my list of finished series, because right now it's sitting at a whopping 2 series that I finished this year. This is The Mead Mishaps, the 3rd book, final book. I loved the first one, hated the second one, so we'll see how this one goes. I heard this one's the best for some people, so we shall see. The next one is for a Patreon exclusive video. This is going to be my top tier exclusive video for next month. It's going to be a spoiler-filled buddy read vlog with Joey, where we read With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. Last year we buddy read Middle of the Night, and I have an arc of this as Joey's physical copy, but yeah, we're going to be reading that together and filming a spoiler-filled vlog for my top tier. I mean, if you haven't heard of it yet, where have you been? But it's a thriller set in the 50s, and I heard it has the same vibes as like Agatha Christie, like whodunit type thing, and it's set on a train. I just hope it's better than Middle of the Night is all I'm saying. Oh, I guess it's 1942, not the 50s. And it's a train ride from Philadelphia to Chicago, because of course it is. You know me and my relationship with Chicago and books. These last few are potential summerween books, because they're all fairly short and they're horror thrillery. Oh, okay, wait, before I get into that, since I do have an arc of this, I'll talk about the 2 arcs that I want to get to in July, my 2 NetGalley arcs that I recently received and would love to prioritize. Savage Blooms by S.T. Gibson. I'm so excited. This is the first in her new series, which is a gothic erotic romance. It takes place in Scotland. There's a purpose for all the erotic scenes, like that's what makes it a gothic erotic romance as opposed to like erotica, if that makes sense. She said on Instagram that it explores desires as well. There's another one with some of the same themes as Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, so I'm so excited. This feels like a very romantic month, but also with splashes of spooky, and I'm so bloody excited. I'm also going to be rolling over some books from my June TBR and like my current reads that are just ongoing, Forever and Ever Amen. I'll definitely stray away from this TBR for sure, as always, but y'all already know if you've been here a while. The next arc is Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldree. This is the sequel to Legends and Lattes. Bookshops and Bone Dust is a prequel, if you didn't know, and this is the sequel. sequel. And that's all I needed to know. I got an arc for it and I screamed, and I need to get to it ASAP. It's a cozy fantasy. I loved Legends and Lattes, and then Bookshops and Bone Dust was kind of disappointing for me, so I really hope this one makes up for that, because I was really excited to get the arc for the last one as well. Legends and Lattes was 5 stars for me, so let's hope this one is also really good. First book in this stack of potential summerween books is Take Your Turn Teddy by Haley Newland. This is my girl. I'm gonna see her again at Books and Brews in August, so I need to read one of her books. I'm ashamed to not have read any of her books yet. She signed it and personalized it. If you saw us meeting, it was iconic. She said, "For Jan, the baddest bitch around." I love her so much. We met on Instagram and then we met in person at the Books and Brews event last year. She's such a sweetheart. This takes place in Indiana, in a small town, kind of close to Purdue-ish / where I lived. So I'm hoping to recognize some of the places that are talked about in this. Not since discovering the harsh identity of the monster he had been living with his whole life, his own father. Teddy and his mother leave that behind to start over in a small Indiana township. But as Teddy begins to learn of humanity's monsters, he unveils an otherworldly evil he calls the Shadow, poisoning his mind and conjuring a vile killer in the making. A year later, Officer Leonard Strode is called in to offer consultation on a case similar to the most brutal and scarring of those he's worked on before. One is a case of Jackie Warren, the other Teddy Blackwood, 2 missing children. And then Teddy and Strode meet face to face. Sounds like a fun time. I just love supporting indie authors, especially indie horror, so excited to finally get to this. Definitely on the top of my priority list. I probably will bring this to Washington with me. And then I have We Live Here Now by Sarah Pinborough. This is just so pretty, and the chapters are really short, and there's a haunted house. It's a modern gothic, supposedly, and a marriage gone terribly wrong. All the buzzwords I needed. I don't know about you, and I just love this cover. I've DNF'd Behind Her Eyes, and I started Insomnia, but I feel like this is what I want to be my first full Sarah Pinborough book. I've heard mediocre things about it so far, but I feel like if I'm in the mood for this type of story. People also have wanted me to do a haunted house vlog soon, so we'll see where the vlogs take us this month. Strange Houses by Uketsu. This is the sequel or whatever companion novel to Strange Pictures, which I read, I believe, last month. This would be a good one for Summerween because it's really short and quick, and it has images and diagrams and stuff. I really don't even know what this is about. I just know it's a Japanese mystery horror type of situation. Unnatural layouts, trapdoors, and windowless rooms. A sinister conspiracy is concealed within a house's warped and unsettling floor plans. Yeah, I guess we'll just have some sort of like haunted house theme. Next we have Sugar by Mia Ballard. Y'all know I love Shy Girl by this author, another indie horror author. Shy Girl is like my number 1 or 2 of the year. I'm not sure yet, but it's up there and I think about it like daily. And I actually just started her other book, We All Rot Eventually, and she's so nice. Like, I've talked to her on Instagram. She's really nice. She's really cool to talk to. I'm fascinated by this. I think it's a female revenge story. Twisted, psychedelic, hooked on love and acid in this gripping tale of suburban chaos served with a 70s twist. Satara navigates a landscape drenched in love, betrayal, murder, and witchcraft. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I love this cover so much. I'm so glad I have a physical copy of this. My favorite horror bookstore, Bucket of Blood, had copies of her books, and I'm just so grateful to have this in my hands. And then lastly, which I'm definitely gonna bring to Washington because Gabby loves this book, The Har by David Sodergren. This is also on my 25 for 2025, so it would be grand if when I finally get to check that off. I loved Maggie's Grave by David Sodergren. I heard this one's sad, I heard it gets gory, and I heard it's really good writing, so it's time. One of my fellow vamps, Amanda, got me this. Thank you so much, Amanda, for this. Now it's time for this guy. Oh, I shouldn't throw this like that because I'm not breaking this one again. I broke one and then another one arrived and it was shattered and then I had to buy. It was a whole endeavor to get a replacement for this. Anyway, I'm like genuinely scared because some of these wrecks are like really long or just really like unhinged. Like I know Sash put Morning Glory Milking Farm in this and Sarah put Ice Planet Barbarians, and I'm just scared, and now I'm probably manifesting it. Okay, I just want like something not too long. I don't even care if it's unhinged. Let's go. Let's go with this one, I guess. Question mark. Oh my gosh! The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu. I know you can't see that, sorry. But Amanda, another Amanda, not the Amanda who gifted me the Har, has been trying to get me to read this for literal years. She gifted this to me years ago. So I finally get to do this. for her. I'm so excited because I heard this is sad. I heard it'll make me cry. The writing's good and it's a short story collection. I'm not gonna go get it. Here's a picture of the cover. Okay, that's a long one. It's okay. It's a short story collection so I could read it in chunks. Okay, this is a hefty TBR, but we're gonna get through it together. It's gonna be fine. I'm slowly getting back into the momentum of reading. I'm almost done with my second book of the day, so hopefully I finish We All Rot eventually today. Why am I talking about this like it's a vlog? Point is, I'm hoping next month will get me to read at my usual speed because June was a fluke. I don't know what's been happening. Let me know if any of these are on your July TBR, because I love an unintentional buddy read moment. If you made it to the end of this video, the Paper Menagerie has a tiger on the cover, so put the tiger emoji in the comments down below. That's a fun one. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.